environmental fund of the task force Bagong Marawi. Ano po ang plano nila doon sa no-build zone, which is 50 meters from the lake shore? Di ba may mga bahay dyan? Ano pong gagawin nila sa mga bahay doon po?
We will not allow those living along the lake and along the Agus River. So no build zone will be observed. And we will convert it into a promenade or a park where people can stroll the whole stretch of the Agus River for about 2 kilometers.
We'd like to acknowledge the arrival of Governor Adjong. Ma'am, welcome and good morning. Good morning, Governor. Next question. If not, there is a text question from Manila, from the Malacanang Press Corps. But please, sir, from PIA again.
Good morning, sir. Tanong lang po, pag nakalipat na po doon yung mga IDPs sa mga temporary shelters, ano yung mga susunod na support na gagawin ng government po? Thank you.
Well, kanina po, napakadaming support sinabi yan ng DTI. No? Marami po silang livelihood assistance. Sa DA din po, napakadami nilang assistance sa binibigay. Please state among others kung ano yan.
Yeah, Secretary, allow me to expound and propound. Kung mapapansin po ninyo, immediate ang binigay natin kanina, tsaka crops. Kasi yan po yung nawala nung kabuhayan nila na nagkaroon po ng gera. Now, kanya po hinihintay natin na mabuo yung komunidad because we will organize them so that they will be forming economic of scales in terms of production. In fact, I missed to mention na may livelihood din po tayo sa kahayupan, sa paghahayo, at saka rin po sa papangkabuhayan. In fact, yung iba naman po mag-start ng walang pamuhunan. So, ang ACPC po, Agricultural Credit Policy Council, ay meron pong sure at saka plea program. Pag pinagsama, pleasure program, loan, emergency access, at yung isa naman po ay survival. So yung isa ay para sa kalamidad, napakababa po ng interest, hindi po nangangailangan ng collateral, at simple-simple lang pong requirement, hindi po kayo pahihirapan. So we will reach out yun po ano natin.
Si Secretary De Rosario.
Ang tanong po kanina, after the temporary shelter, perhaps tatanong naman permanent shelter. Pretty soon it will be constructed and it will be donated by San Miguel Foundation, about 2,700 units. And aside from that, we will be constructing the sports complex with dormitories for athletes, Grand Central Market worth 200 million, and bypass roads needed by the city of Marawi. And a 100-bed capacity for the city government that will be donated by the Ayala Foundation.
Okay. Si Secretary Lopez ng DTI po. Ayan na naman.
Ayan.
Ayan.
Hello. Ayan. So ulitin ko lang po, no? So aside from yung mga livelihood na sabi natin kanina on garments, woodworks, dahil yan ho mga kagalingan dito, so yung carpentry, pati mga food processing, the rice milling, the hauling, maraming livelihood programs na binibigay po yan kasama nung equipment na kailangan. May kasama rin financing na interest-free na ino-offer ng FPCOR up to 100,000, zero interest yun. Tapos, para mas malalaking mga negosyo na mag-establish dito, we are identifying a space para magkaroon din ng ecozone, para may manufacturing facility, para yung hindi magne-negosyo, at least may trabahong papasukan, para may manufacturing output din na manggagaling din dito sa Marawi. At ulitin natin yung sa public market, hopefully nga mabuhay natin yung mga 3 lugar na na-identify at yung isa, aside from the Grand Central Market, dahil ito talagang pangailangan, basta may public market, at least may pagnenegosyohan yung mga taga Marawi. At ang DTI din, willing magbayad ng mga pwesto, yung pwesto nila, para hindi nila po problemahin yung leasing. So yun ang kaagad ang mga immediate tulong na mabibigyan natin.
Further questions po on Bangon Marawi and the turnover this afternoon before I go to the text questions from the Malacanang Press Corps. Meron pa pala si
Secretary. Naalala ko lang, ang DTI nakipag-meeting with Hotseat, sinama ang mga construction material supplier to assure yung supply dito dahil noon nabalita sa amin ni General na nagtataasan na presyo. Ngayon, nung after that meeting, nagkaroon ng commitment itong mga suppliers, construction materials, lalo na semento, bakal, mga glass, na hindi sila magtataas. In fact, mas mura pa yung semento ngayon dito kaysa sa iligan by mga 10 to 15 pesos. So, ganun ang status ngayon para talagang mabilis ang recovery and rehabilitation.
We have another question here. Please ID yourself lang po.
Good morning po, everyone. I'm from Nearby Appointment and Stephen Iligan, Sandy po, mga Sir Bautista, sir, magandang umaga po. Matanong ko lang kay Sir Dino Sabio kung kailan natin ipaplatin yung ground zero sa mga Philippines. And
Kailan daw ipa-flatten ng ground zero?
I do not like to use the word flatten anymore dahil nagkaroon ng misconception. Ano? When we say flatten, we will clear the buildings. Kasi lahat ng buildings na yun considered debris dahil nothing can be rehabilitated anymore. So when we say flatten, we will remove all the buildings so that we can start the land development. Pag sinabi natin naman land development, yung existing roads na 2 lanes, magiging 4 lanes or 6 lanes. Yung kanilang power lines, instead na nakalabas, sa ilalim na. At magkakaroon ng central drainage system na i-collect lahat ng waste sa lahat ng establishment para magkaroon ng sewage treatment facility. Pagpunta nito sa Lanao Lake, malinis na yung tubig na pupunta doon. So lahat ng waste inside the central business district will be treated. At pag dumating na sa Lanao Lake at tinapon doon, malinis na. So we will make sure that the central business district or the ground zero will be a modern city after the rehabilitation. And it will start based on our assessment by April or not later than May.
General, siguro ako na magtatanong, no? Yung magde-develop po ng most affected area, alam ko po nag-invite kayo ng mga proposals, no? Can you tell the nation ano po yung mga proposals na pumasok, ano yung spread ng iba-ibang mga proposals?
Yung po maganda sa mga unsolicited proposals, merong nag-propose na as low as 38 billion and as high as 86 billion pesos for the rehabilitation. Excuse me. We created a technical working group to look into these proposals, and the technical working group is composed of personalities from Department of Finance, NEDA, DBM, DPWH, and HADC, including BCDA, because BCDA will provide the technical expertise. Sila ang nakakaalam ng Swiss Challenge. We will select one from those 6 who provided their unsolicited proposal, and this will be subjected to Swiss Challenge so that the government will get the best offer. Assuming that the one that will be selected out of the 6 will offer about 50 billion. When it is subjected to Swiss Challenge, the lowest offer the same quality for 50 billion, and if another company will offer 40 billion, the same quality, then we will get the lowest offer. But we will include a better offer. Not only challenge the lowest offer, but a better offer than the one being offered by the lowest developer. So we will get the best offer that we can have, and we can be assured that the government will get the best developer in this project.
Ang presidente po nagsasabi na he prefers turnkey projects kasi kung isasabit daw sa bidding, maraming kalokohan ng bidding. Paano po yung magiging financing ng rebuilding ng most affected area? Will it be turnkey or still, although sinasubject na siya to unsolicited proposals and Swiss Challenge, paano po yung bayan?
It will be a bill transfer, so turnkey, and the payment will be discussed during the negotiation.
On this po, Laila Salaveria of Inquirer is asking, Sir, may we know the companies developers who submitted the bids? 6 days.
Maybe later, maybe later.
Any questions on Marawi? Follow up, and then the gentleman there.
Yes, sir. One final question, sir. How about the master plan?
Yun na nga yun.
Actually, the one that will be submitted by the developers is the conceptual master plan of the whole area.
Yes, there was a question, gentleman from behind. Nasaan na? Yun, okay. From ABS-CBN.
Sige, sir, kasi so much for Marawi, sir. Kasi parang may...
Imbitin mo.
Lalabas din niya.
Lalabas din yan. Otherwise, hindi ka maririnig ang question mo.
Kailangan i-off dito.
Naka-off ako.
Parang words ko.
Yan.
Sige. Sir, kasi naka-introduction ako sa iyo about Marawi. Ito po, sir, kasi may letter po yung marine employees. I don't know if President has already read it. Na parang may reklamo sila sa kanilang administrator tungkol sa kanyang mga foreign trips. Na-receive na po ba yun ni President, sir? Ano po yung reaction ng Malacanang doon? Kasi si President medyo mahigpit po sa mga foreign trips. Na-confirm na po ba natin yun, sir?
Hindi yan dito.
Well, I guess we're opening the floor now for questions on all other matters, not just Marawi, no? Is there anything on Marawi muna? Tapusin muna natin ang Marawi. Can we hold on the question outside of Marawi muna till later? Yes, last question from PIA. Marawi.
Tungkol po ito sa pag-award ng mga housing units daw sa temporary shelter sa Gonsogan. Paano po ang proseso nito?
Yan. Ang sasagot po ay si Mayor po, no? Si Mayor Mahul.
Maraming salamat po. Una-una po, nagkaroon tayo ng technical working group to determine what the beneficiaries itong mga temporary shelters. At nagkaroon din po tayo ng order of priorities dahil sa dami po ng ating kailangan gawing shelters, meron po mauuna. So ang ating una po ay yung talagang may matinding pangangailangan, especially yung mga nasa evacuation centers at saka yung mga nag-rent sa labas. So yan po ang ating mga... And we will provide the criteria for the determination of the would-be beneficiaries.
Marawi related muna po. Okay.
Maliit lang rin po ng Bagong Pilipinas, Marawi. Ngayon po ang distribution ng 500 shelters para sa mga bakit. So, kailan po kaya magaganap ang susunod na distribution?
Okay, ganito po mangyayari, ano? The 500 units will be awarded today by the President. The first 250 will occupy before New Year. And the remaining 250 will occupy before January 7. The reason for this is that yung pong bahay, kompleto na. May kuryente, merong linya ng tubig. Pero yung kuryente, i-connect pa natin sa main line, saka yung tubig, i-connect pa rin sa main line. So that's why we are delaying the actual occupancy of those houses. So 250 will occupy by not later than December 31. 250 will occupy not later than January 7.
Secretary Bell wants to add something, no?
I think this is a concern of some of the IDPs, ano? Tuloy pa ba yung kanilang support, mga food, pagka na kahit may bahay sila? Dahil one of the things that I've been receiving through text is wala mga hanap buhay, wala mga pera sila. Tuloy pa ba yung issue ba do you still support them with their food, their already for housing?
Actually, sir, they will still be given food stuff. And in fact, nag-usap kami ni Mayor, pati yung 6-month subsidy para sa kanila kuryente, babayaran namin para for the first 6 months of occupancy. And then after the, kanina, 250, after that, every 10 days or 2 weeks, magbibigay tayo until ma-reach 1,170 housing units. Ang target natin, not later than February, end of February, maibigay na lahat yung 1,170.
Wala bang tagapagkor dito? Kasi Pagcor also has 300 housing units sa Matungao, which they have also been, which they have awarded already. Now, questions on Marawi? Kung wala na, sasagutin ko na last question siguro sa Marawi. No?
Sir, I'm just asking about the scholarship program for the children of PIDs returned to their home states.
Meron po, tuloy-tuloy po ang pag-award ng scholarship dyan. Ang alam ko po, merong DepEd scholarship, merong DSWD scholarship din, at meron pang agriculture-related scholarship at may dadagdag pa si Mayor.
Doon naman po sa scholarship grant, last week po ay galing ho ako sa City of Muntinlupa and Mayor Fresnelli committed pledge to us na magbibigay sila ng scholarship grant dito sa Marawi City. For 5 years, magkakaroon po sila ng support na worth 25 million. Yearly po ay 5 million bibigay ng scholarship sa ating mga deserving learners. At on top of that, City Government of Marawi City will also add on the yung sinasabing bibigay na scholarship plan ng Muntinlupa po para mas marami po ang magiging coverage ng scholarship.
In addition to that po, no, meron din tayong TESDA scholarship, and effective this year, yung ating libreng tuition sa state colleges and universities will also be implemented. No more questions on Marawi? Well, I'd like to respond to the question on Marina. I have no knowledge if the President has personal knowledge, but if it was sent through official line of communication, it will be acted upon. I'd like to highlight that there's been officials that have been ordered removed by the President because of complaints, no? Some of which officially received by the Office of the President, some of which because of media reports and upon independent verification made by the Office of the President. So expect action if there was formal complaint filed by Marina employees against some Marina officials. Now, going now to questions. First question is addressed to Secretary Delphine from Dexter Ganibe of ABS-CBN. Sir, kaninang hating gabi natapos yung Christmas truce sa NPA. Anong marching order sa tropa before the New Year's truce? May 2... Bakit May 2? May 2-day break po ng truce bago ang tigil putukan sa Biyernes ng 6 p.m. Sec?
Pareho pa rin ang autos organized to be on active defense. Hindi naman sila mag-offensive, but we will be on active defense sa mga patrol bases nila. So that's the marching order.
Second question also from Dexter is, any word on the resignation of VM Pulong? Or may resignation letter na ba ang natanggap ang Pangulo? I'll be meeting the President for the first time since the 23rd of December this noon. No? But number one, the local government code says that if the President, upon receipt of the resignation, which implies that it must be in writing, no, must act on the matter, because after 15 days, working days upon receipt of the resignation and the President does not do anything, it is deemed accepted. That's a provision of the DILG. But I will have to ask the President if he has given any thought on the resignation of Vice Mayor Pulong. Third question from Dexter, nagbabatuhan na ng akusasyon sina Sandra Cam at balutan ng PCSO. May utos pa po ang Pangulo na mga isyong binunyag ni Sandra Cam. Well, I'm sure the President will act on the allegations made by Sandra Cam, both on the extravagant Christmas party and on the issue of STL. I'd like to underscore the fact, though, that both the House and the Senate have scheduled investigation on the STL, and we will await outcome of the investigation to be conducted by both houses of Congress. Okay? So, no further questions, either from Manila or from here. If there are no further questions, again, the schedule of the President is 12:45 is the turnover of the housing on site. It will not be here. We will go to the site. So media will give you some lead time to go ahead to set up. And then at 3:45, we will be going to Tubod, Lanao del Norte, no? Now, if the weather permits, the President will go by chopper. If not, we will all go by land. Supposedly, meron namang daw shortcut from here, no? So that's 3:45 Tubod, okay? So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen of the media. Thank you very much to everyone, including our guests. Magandang umaga po, at gaya ng sinabi ko nung huling pagkakataon, narito tayo sa Marawi. Mga Marawi, babangon po muli ang Marawi, sagot po kayo ni Pangulong Duterte.